These are the voyages of the starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission, to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Well, the latest movie in the Star Trek franchise will soon be uploaded to YouTube, but this one doesn't come with a big budget. In fact, it's not coming from Hollywood. It's being shot in Canada by two brothers who are using a video camera and their parents' garage. The filmmakers are Neville and Miles Carney, and we're going to meet them in a moment. But first, here's a sneak peek of Star Trek Odessey.
All hands to the escape pod. Set course for the wormhole. Transfer all available power to the helm.
Captain, you don't plan to.
Target the enemy ship in full impulse.
Okay, that was the scene from Star Trek Odyssey, and filmmakers Neville and Miles Carney join me in studio. Good morning.
Hello, Kathleen.
Good to be here.
Miles, what was going on in the scene we were just listening to?
I guess it was a form of suicide/revenge, I guess, against the Chiliac. We couldn't destroy their ships with normal means, so we had to force our issue and just crash ships, collide, and see if we can make a big boom.
Okay, the Chiliac? Who are they?
Let me give you a bit of a background history. The Chiliac. Now, I hope she's not listening, but she was my grade 7 science teacher. Now, I don't know if we got no hard feelings, Miss Chiliac, if you're listening, but it sounded cool. We needed an alien name, and so that's sort of what I went for. So I thought it sounded kind of out of this world. No offense.
Celebrity now.
That sounded like an alien name.
I thought so. It sounded,
Yeah.
No, I mentioned in the introduction that you're using your parents' garage. That's where you're filming this?
Yep.
That's it.
Okay.
Oh, man.
It's like a soundstage or what?
Believe it or not, it's just a standard Katimavik house and unit lot, and we put it in there with drywall. It's your standard garage. We sort of souped it up. Actually, Miles did all the designing. I just kind of painted.
He gave me a hand. If anything, one day I'm like, okay, I'm taking charge of this. We got to get it done, because we were given a time frame too, right? So we just grabbed some wood and started getting away at it, and Neville just followed my lead. So we just.
Lots of recycling.
Yeah.
So did you clear everything out and your parents said that was okay? You could take everything out of the garage and transform it?
A little bit of both. We were sort of like, one day we sort of added a piece of wood and just left it there for a week. And my mom we sort of slowly transitioned her about that. If you're listening to this, Mom, I am sorry for that. Yeah.
Okay, now why Star Trek? Why that?
That was an idea that we had for the longest time, starting with 2003. We actually got our first family camcorder, and we sort of fooled around with some ideas. We started off with a spoof called Indiana Joe, which, of course, was an original take on Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Sure.
We called it Raiders of the Lost Stench. Same idea, fool around with names, that kind of thing. For Star Trek, though, we always thought it'd be cool to have our own sets and costumes, which Miles randomly pull out of his head, just, hey, let's go do this. So, within 2 weeks, we had our own kind of setup and everything. So
she had a sewing machine, so made use of it.
Make use of it, exactly. So it's like, hey, there you go. But that was the idea behind that. We wanted to do something that was original. Of course, in Star Trek, it's got such a vast universe spanning 5 series now and a new movie coming up 2009 thanks to J.J. Abrams. We thought, hey, maybe we'll do our own spoof on it. And of course, with YouTube now, we're able to go, hey, we've got our own sort of fan following.
Well, you've got distribution with YouTube, don't you?
Exactly.
To anyone
something
who wants
we don't
to log
have.
on and take a look.
20 years ago.
And we did just buy like the full seasons of Voyager and Star Trek: The Next Generation. So
did you?
Yeah, so we had to make we got some influence there and encouragement. So we're like, okay.
Okay, the roles for each of you. You set designer, actor?
Yep. So I'm Captain Milton Harris, I guess, like the captain.
Play on Paris Hilton.
Yeah. I don't know where that came from. It was just sort of happened, and I guess that's how it works.
It wasn't too bad. I am Chief Engineer Isaac Zach Frazier. What we did, and this is Miles' idea, when we were writing the script, we sort of tag teamed a bit on that. So because I'm the engineer, I'm sort of caught back in the bowels of the ship, taking care of the engines and all that. And so what we did was, by tag teaming, what I mean is I'd be the one filming all the bridge sequences that Miles and the rest of the neighborhood, I guess, well, not really kids, teens would do. Michelle Haynes, Joe Haynes, etc. A lot of the names there. A lot of the guys, Bradley McCarter, Chris and Christiana Boucher in particular, they would help Miles out here doing a lot of set work, and I'd be the one filming there. When we cut down to the engineering sequences, which we're still filming actually, we'll probably get that done by the end of this week. put it all together because we had a bit of a timeline on the garage issues. My dad kind of had to, look, I want to get my
He
power
wants
tools
the
going.
garage back.
Yeah. So, Dad,
living
if you're
place.
listening, sorry about that again. We're trying to clear that out as much as we can. But
I'd also like to mention Michelle Haynes also helped out with the set too. She walked in and she was just like, "Hey, I want to do something."
Yeah,
so,
yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Now we talked about the Chiliac.
Yep.
What's the story essentially? What's the essential story of this?
All right, I'll go ahead with that one, I guess. All right, so there's a wormhole undiscovered in the Beta Quadrant. Neville gave me a bit of a hint there. The
Gamma cluster.
Gamma
was our
cluster.
take on it. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a wormhole that it's boldly discovered, and in a battle with the Borg, who just come in looking to get some meat on the issue.
You got to have the board.
Oh yeah, of
Like
course,
the coolest
right?
enemy ever, yeah.
The coolest thing. So we have a battle with them. Starfleet comes in, big boom, and so we're forced to go into the wormhole just to make sure the Borg don't get through it to avoid a big war between the yet to be discovered species and the Borg. So we just go through it and destroy the wormhole so the Borg don't get to them.
Mm-hmm.
So we're pretty much trapped there. And as a result, we discover the Chiliac, and they're not as friendly either. So there's another wormhole which leads back, and we have to kind of go on a suicide mission. We're out of torpedoes, and we make do with what we have to destroy the wormhole to avoid both sides getting into a big war.
Okay, and then when can we watch it? When does it get uploaded?
We're a little bit iffy about the due date, but my guess is in the next month. Neville's like, okay, Christmas, but I think it'll be like...
You're more the opportunist. I'm the realist. I try to, always be the negative voice of things, the left hand, the right side.
A good in between would probably be like a month and a half.
We've got some trailer clips that are ready to go. Once we get the basic editing done and it's all put together, then there you go, YouTube, and I think you can find that under Milesness, all one word.
Milesness.
And then in terms of career aspirations, you're going to Humber College to take film and television.
That's right, yeah. It's something that for the longest time since high school I've sort of looked at doing but never really considered as a career, and so over the past... thanks to the camcorder. I switched over to a digital one not too long ago. And of course, because analog's sort of going out the window slowly but surely, get more digital, you're kind of thinking, hey, the benefits are pretty extraordinary. But Humber College had everything I needed there, more or less. I mean, everything. I mean, I haven't even started yet. I'm already advertising for them. But, they seem to cover everything from the pre-production side all the way to the post-production, the beginning and editing, and beginning and end, actually. So it's just everything I've been looking for in a course like that. And here we go, starting this fall. Let's get
and
it
Miles,
on.
how about for you? What's the plan?
For me, it's a really big leap as well. I mean, I want to go to Hollywood / Broadway / Brook Street Films
Get
if
your green
possible,
card.
because they're close, right? Yeah. I don't know. Go to Humber as well. It seems like a really good place for acting. So I want to see if I can take a shot at that when I'm older. And for now, I guess I'll just stick with high school plays.
Okay, well, you guys are off to a good start, and it was really great of you to come in so early. Congratulations on what you've accomplished so far, and I'm sure everyone will look forward to taking a look at it when you finally get it up.
I'm sure I'll be excited to see the finished product, too.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Surprise for us, too.
Nice to meet you both. Thanks a lot for
thank
coming
you,
in.
Kathleen.
Thank you.
That's Miles and Neville. They are amateur filmmakers from Kanata, and their current film, Star Trek Odessey, will be posted on YouTube sometime this fall. You're listening to Ottawa Morning. Let's check it out.